Papa.
Hi guys, 'tis Wednesday. Have I started this week's vlog? I don't even know if I've started this week's vlog. This is the mess that I am in. I am just a mess, not even a hot mess, just an absolute mess of a person. My vlog went up today from Becca's weekend thing. So last week's vlog was just a bit over a week, but I think because I didn't film that many clips, and the clips that I did film were shorter because when I was vlogging in public, a lot of it is B-roll, and I'm really awkward filming myself in front of other people. That sort of situation. The vlog wasn't as long as I thought it was going to be, so that went up today, which I'm happy about. I've just realised my address might have been in the frame. If it was, that will be blocked out. So like yesterday when I came home and today, I just feel like really deflated. I'm not seeing my family this weekend. I'm going to see them next weekend because of Easter, so I think I'm seeing my best friend this weekend. But I love my time to myself. I've got something on my glasses. I do love my time to myself, but after spending like so much time with Becca and her family in a household where there is always somebody doing something, even if it's like just pottering around or there's always some kind of noise going on, it feels really weird being by myself again. It's very strange. I'm not liking it all that much. So that's fun, but I can't wait to see best friend this weekend and family next weekend. It's gonna be fun, funky, fine, fresh times. And then at the end of April, the beginning of May, I am back with the girls with an edition of Danny. So that's something to look forward to. And then I'll have to wait another 2 months till I'm at York. And then after that, I don't know what I'm gonna do with then, because I feel like being by myself, I don't like it very much anymore. Not as much as I did before. Anyway, that's that on that. But today, my first ever Fairy Loot adult box came, and I think this is really cute. It says Fairy Loot on the side. This is the book only box. They only do book only for adults. I don't see the point in doing a massive unboxing. And I don't know if I mentioned this, but because of going to London and because the books for this month didn't really appeal to me, I skipped both the adult and YA box for the month of April. So I won't have a Fairy Loot unboxing this month. But Tori's kindly said that she will send me her tarot cards, because that's the only thing that I'm care about collecting at the moment is the tarot cards. Because the trinkets, I don't have bookcases to fit my books, let alone any additional trinkets that may come in the box. Will I be jealous when some of the trinkets arrive and the fandoms are like? Probably. But you know, it is what it is. So, this. There's nothing else that comes in this other than the book. Saying that, it came with a card, or with the theme on it. It says Dark Academia, and on the back it just says what the actual book is. I am really liking this landscape style of spoiler cards. I'm trying to get the book out without getting the wiggly worms everywhere. I'm just gonna open this. So this is the Atlas 6, and ooh, that is the edges, and ooh, one thing I will say for Fairy Loot is the end pages that they are producing in these books are just top tier. So this is the sprayed edge. I'm going to hold it that way slightly for you so you can see. And I love the aesthetic of this. I now think I want this version in the second book. Not that I even know if I'm going to like this book or not. But The second book has the black cover, but also this version. I'm going to see if Fairy will also do the second book. They might not do, but anyway. Ooh, that is the front. I'm just going to take the dust jacket off so I don't wreck it. That is the front. And obviously these are all going to mean something, these symbols, but as of yet I've got absolutely no idea what they mean. And there's 3 of the characters on the front, and I'm guessing the other 3 are going to be on the back. Yeah. So these are absolutely stunning, and as far as I remember, this is a signed copy. Yes, signed by the author. So I'm really happy with this. I have pre-ordered the second book simply because I wasn't sure if I'm guessing I will like this. I have had mixed reviews, but it sounds like something I probably will like. But saying that, if I don't like it, I could just cancel my pre-order. I would rather have pre-ordered it and had a chance to get a good edition of it rather than missing out on it, if that makes sense. So I really like this. It says 6 are chosen, only 5 will walk away. There was no point in doing a massive unboxing video for that. Reading update, reading update, reading update, reading update. I've just put that book on top of the book that I'm reading. So we're going to swap. So I'm buddy reading Rage of Dragons with Becca. We are on day 3. She has finished day 3 pages. I will say that I am currently on page... I started day 3's pages, so currently on page 113. This does start off slow. I am going to say this now. After a certain thing happens around the 90 page mark, things do start picking up. I will also mention there is a glossary in the back of this. I recommend reading the glossary before jumping into the book, because this goes into it thinking that you know what these people are. So there's different ways of addressing people. There's honorary ways of addressing people. There's lesser. There's like petty nobles. You know, there's different people on the hierarchy. They have ways of pronouncing the words. So the glossary in the back, I would read that before going into the book, because it goes into it thinking and assuming that you know what these people are, and it can be kind of distracting to begin with. And although along the way you do kind of pick up at least one of the ways of addressing someone, because it does mention that that's like the honorary way of addressing someone, you know, there are a couple of pages in the glossary that I recommend that you read. That's a very long-winded way of saying read the glossary before you jump into the book, and bear with it for the first 90 pages. Get the audiobook, because the audio narrator, obviously is an audio narrator, the narrator is so good. So he does, not that I know what a good African accent sounds like and what a not good African accent sounds like, but for me, I've always said this, and I will continue to say this: a good narrator will enhance any reading experience. And so far, this narrator has kept me going through this book. I love the accents that he does. I love the way he tells a story. His tone of voice is just great, and he does a slightly different tone for the different males. All the males don't have the same voice, which I think is great. They have a slightly different like pitch to their voice, or like it'll add gravel to someone's voice very slightly, just so that you can differentiate between the different characters. If it doesn't always specify who's talking. If you follow along with the book, you will see who's talking anyway, the back and forth of the conversation. But he does, even if it's just a slight change, it makes all the difference. And that, to me, just honestly is a great. I will mention what his name is. It's Prentice Onayemi. I think that's how you pronounce it. I am really sorry if that's not the way. I do not wish to offend, but that is the name. So after I've read this book, I'm going to find out what other books he's narrated, and the likelihood is I might try out some of those books as well. So far, it is just very much introducing you to the different types of characters. It's setting you up for what's to come. This is like a 500-page book, is it? Yeah, it's like a nearly 600-page book. So there's plenty more to come. But the setup, something's happened, and I'm kind of like really getting into it now. And it's too early to give it a rating, but I'm just glad that it has set it up. But like I said, read the glossary before you dive in. I was going to start Court, but I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be good. I'm saying this right now. I might totally go off track and decide to go off TBR anyway. But right now, I've decided that I'm gonna stick to my TBR, and I'm going to probably start Fool's Fate today as well. So these are 2 audiobooks, but whereas this one I think I'm definitely going to have to read along physically as well as audibly, because as much as I do like his accent, it is quite a strong accent, and the speed that I'm going on, I've had to slow it down a little bit to what my normal speed is. I still feel that I will absorb everything better by reading along physically to this, because I feel like I will struggle to fully understand what he's saying just audibly. So yes, but this one I know that I can just whack it on BookBeat, and the narrators, for me, the narration doesn't go too fast, especially because I will be cross-stitching tonight as well. Tonight I will also be filming my London Broke My Bank Account haul, and you'll see that going up on Friday. That will be 3 videos this week. Yes, I'm proud of myself. And this weekend, I will be hopefully in the middle of reading. I will also be trying to edit the backlog of vlogs I need to edit. Don't hold me to that. I'm going to try. This week's vlog is probably going to be shorter in days, but not necessarily length, because I'm in the mood to actually speak to people. And, you know, I ramble at the best of times as it is. I'm just going to ramble even more because I have nobody to talk to now. I am by my lonesome until my friend comes by at the weekend. I'm working from home tomorrow, so if I get time during my admin times, I will listen to my Buddy Read page of Rage of Dragons and continue to listen to Fool's Fate, but we'll see where we go with that. I'm going to head off now, and I will see you all very soon. But also, my manager left to go move to a different office, and I came back from, not Liverpool, London, and she'd given me a gift. She made me cry. This is a fig and mulberry. I don't know what mulberry is supposed to smell like, but give me all the sweet scents, and I will absolutely adore it. I can't wait to burn this. So she gave me this candle, and she left me a lint bunny, and yes, the ears are gone, but I wanted some chocolate when I got in, so I bit his ears off. But this was a bunny. It's now an earless bunny, but I got a lint bunny as well. So I'm going to munch this while I do something on my computer. I can't remember what came to my computer to do. And then I'm going to film something. I can't remember what I was going to film either, but I'll remember at some point. Me and Bunny say bye. Hello friends, it is Thursday, and I have had a very uneventful day. I worked from home, did quite a bit of apprenticeship work, and then just chilled all afternoon, well, all evening. Got a big chunk of Fool's Fate done. The book isn't here right now. I'm on page 500 and something now. I'm just about to head to bed, and before I go to sleep I'm going to read today's pages of Rage of Dragons. I'm really getting into it now. It's really getting to the nitty gritty, and it's starting to follow more follow on more from what the synopsis says. So I'm really enjoying that. But this weekend I am at home, like staying in Huddersfield, and my friend's coming to mine. So whilst I'm pottering around and stuff, I do want to listen to some audiobooks this weekend, but I also want to set aside a couple of hours to read some graphic novels, because this weekend is the peace talks for the Read-A-Thon, and for each book you complete you get 10 additional points. Will I complete this? I have absolutely no idea. The 2 books that I've already started I can't count towards the peace talks, because you have to start and finish a book within the 48-hour read-a-thon peace talk situation. So I'm going to try and complete this. Now this is a chunker. This is almost 700 pages. However, if you know my love of this series, and you know me, I have been speeding through these. Once I sit with this kind of book, I just binge it. Literally just front to back. I think I really need to reread the rest of these books as well, because I feel like I would get even more out of the story reading it from the beginning. But I'm really excited to dive into this, so I'm going to be reading that. I'm also going to be picking up Lore Olympus, because that can get me fantasy romance points as well as peace talk points, and as well as the prompts. And I do also think I'm going to be reading the full Heartstopper series, well, the 1 to 4 that we've already got. And Tori's given me tips on what prompts she's using, and I've thought of prompts that I can use to decrease. I think we're going to go for a scanner, because they're middle grade. Middle grades tend to be more like speedy. You can get through them quicker. So I think I might attack a scanner and use my 4 Heartstopper books, and potentially Lore Olympus as decreasing for a scanner, as well as this. It's a shame we can't go on page count, because this would be it. But this also does get extra fantasy romance points, so I'm going to try and get this as an increasing book rather than a decreasing one as well. But they're my plans for this weekend. I think the peace talks start tomorrow, I think, Friday. I'm just uploading my book haul video. This is not my London haul that's going up. This is my March haul that I forgot to edit before I left to go to, I nearly said America then, London. So I will have my London haul going up next Friday. The same week that this vlog goes up is the week that the London haul will also be going up. It's gonna happen again all over again in May, which is gonna be so much fun, because I get to see Danny. I know I keep going on about this, but I'm just so excited. But anyway, this is nearly uploaded. Should be able to just leave that running now, and then I can get Rage of Dragons listened to, and then get some sleep. Zems is the plans. This vlog, I feel like I haven't really spoken much, and because it started on I don't think I started till Wednesday. I can't remember opening this vlog before I don't know, I can't remember opening this vlog, but anyway, we'll see. I'm gonna go now, because my mind's baffled, as he very old. Hey guys, welcome to Friday. We have some mail. 2 of these I know. One of them, tis an anomaly. I have requested, I'm molting. I have requested some arcs, and I was due to be sent a pack for a Booktube, but I thought that was an e-pack. So I'm not 100% sure what that is. However, this I do know what it is. It is from the Waterstones, and it is the third book by L.D. Lipinski in the Strange Case of the Alchemist. Not. It's, I knew that. Strange Worlds Travel Agency. The Secrets of the Storm Forest. Before I say this, you all know what I'm going to say. Pause it right here and type in what you think I'm going to say about this. It is book 3. And do I have any of the others? No. No, I do not. But I don't even think this was signed. Nope. Not special at all. Just a standard pre-order. And I bought it from the Waterstones. To be fair though, when I was cancelling my pre-orders, when I thought I was going to be able to get the Nevernight series, the special editions from Litjoy, I thought I'd cancel this, but I didn't. So this will not be on my TBR anytime soon, because I need to get books 1 and 3. Next up we have this. It is another Waterstones package, and this one, it didn't pull properly. This one, so excited. Not even read book 1 yet, but I do have book 1 on my TBR, and this is signed. So, can anybody guess what book is out in April that I have been going on about quite regularly by an author that I love? Again, type it down below, guys. This is chunkier than I expected it to be. You can tell by the back. This is Hunger. I love this wraparound situation. Love the wraparound. And this is Hunger of the Gods, book 2 in a series. I don't know if it's a series, trilogy, and it is signed by the John Gwynne himself. Good sirs and madams and non-binary friends. And it has a map. Ooh, I could definitely do with, there we go. I thought I'd got an unsigned copy then. But it's signed by the John Gwynne himself. Good sirs, ladies, gentlemen, non-binary friends. I'm so excited. So excited. I don't even know if I'm going to like book 1, but let's be honest. I'm going to love book 1. I love his writing style. And if it says on the morrow, but once in the book, it will be an all-time fave. This author is an auto-buy author for me. And I only have 1 of his series, but you know when you just get a feel for someone's writing. I mean, I say goodbye to my friends at work, and even they have started saying, I will see you on the morrow. This is how many times I say that phrase, and how much of an influence this person has had on my life. Just by that one phrase alone. I don't know what else to say, but I'm so excited for this. I really hope that this sticker is easy to get off. I think it's a bit more difficult at the moment because I've got my nails on, but I'm going to try and get this off without damaging the dust jacket. And then we got this, and I did order, oh shit, no, I know what this is. I know what this is. I know what this is. This absolute beauty is a book from this amazing indie store. So if you know me, you know that I purchased a plethora of books this month, over the last couple of months, and I like saying plethora. I might be using it in the wrong context, but I don't give a damn. I recently purchased Cold from the North by D.W. Ross and Of Blood and Fire, and if you like military fantasy, political intrigue and battles and war, and an adult fantasy that's just pure genius, full of magic and betrayals, then Ryan Cahill is one for you. Period. End of. ... Amazing. And I purchased both those books from the Broken Binding this month, and I got this one as well. And I just love how they just individually package it. Like, it's a little present to myself. From me, myself and I, to me, myself and I. And it's like, you open the box and you're like, ooh, gift. I'd actually forgotten that I purchased this, even though I only bought it a few days ago, because it says like 5 to 7 days on the website. This is Illborn by Daniel T. Jackson, book 1 of the Illborn saga. This is a book, and he's got a signed not signed dust plate, a signed book plate. And I am going to be buddy reading this with Chelsea from Not So Secret Bookaholic. We say buddy read, my Jesus Christ. Look at the size of that writing. My eyes are going to hurt. So there is no audio for this yet. I don't even know if there's going to be an audio for this. So this beast of a book that currently sits, I don't know why I say currently because it's not going to be extended at any point. This book sits at 702 pages. And I do not have an audio option for this. So this is going to be a purely physical read. Luckily, me and Chelsea have both said that we'll just do it a buddy read by weeks. And she's currently only 33 pages in. So, yeah. I don't think we've set a time frame on this. I'm just going to keep checking in and finding out where she's up to and reading to that point. Or, like, just trying not to get too far ahead. The possibility I might have to tab and potentially annotate this, because if I'm not going to be reading it, like binge reading it like I tend to do with thicker books, is I can tend to read them, you know, over a couple of days. If I'm going to be going to other books and going back to this, I might have to tab and annotate just to sort of refresh my memory as we go through the book. So that was my book haul update. I'm not going to do another April book haul because I've literally just filmed my London haul and I forgot that these were coming. Well, I forgot about the Strange Worlds travel agency, and I forgot that I'd ordered Illborn, but I didn't forget about Shadow of the Gods, so I did mention that in my video. I knew that was coming. I thought that was the only book coming this month, but this book was supposed to be on its way from Amazon, but we all know I had an issue with Amazon before I went to Becky's, so we're not gonna go over that because I'll stress myself out. Reading update. I read yesterday's pages of Rage of Dragons last night before I went to bed, like I said I was going to do. And it is really getting down to the nitty-gritty. I'm not going to spoil anything. But if you've read it, you can answer this question in your minds. If you've heard anybody discuss the premise of the book, is that the main character towers out for revenge. I don't know if it's just a revenge story or is a villain revenge/villain origin story. But I'm really intrigued to find out what's going on and like how his experience changed him. Very interesting, because in stories you generally get like, you know, trauma happens, and in a lot of books that trauma leads them to be like the hero of the story. So it's like they've gone through trauma but they've come out as the hero. But if this is a revenge story, are we going to see him as a hero, as the good person, or are we going to see him as the bad guy that sort of like takes it too far? I'm really intrigued about that side of things, because I've never read a book like this before, where it's just, I'm unsure as to whether or not the main character is good, bad, or if there's a grey area. And I am 500 and something pages into Fool's Fate, and I've had to take a break from that. I've had to take a breather because a lot happened. I mean, if you've read Hob before, you know that the books can be pretty slow paced. Like any other of the books, it did start a little bit slow, but I will say that this series in general has not been as slow as the Farseer trilogy, or even as the Life Ship Traders. It took a while to get into the story with Life Ship Traders, whereas this, the first book was the first part was just a lot of backstory about Fitz and things like that, and what he'd been doing since what happened in the first trilogy. But it seems like there's been a lot more things going on in this series than in previous, and things are happening more quickly. It doesn't seem too rushed either, so I am really enjoying that I can get the experience of Hobbs' writing and her amazing storytelling ability, but it's slightly faster paced, so it means I'm getting through it a bit quicker. I'm feeling myself like literally turning the pages because I want to know what happens. I have all the books physically. I need to still get some of the Rain Wild Chronicles and one or two of the last books, but I've got most of the books physically, and I will keep all of her series physically because I will reread them at some point, because as I said before, there were some things that I missed on the previous read, on the first read, that I need to like tab and like get to, because things happened that I totally missed. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling, I'm going to go, and I'm going to see you all on the morrow. No, probably come check back in later and give you an update before I go to bed. Peace. Hello, it is Friday evening, and I have not read one iota. I lied. I've read some of my body read pages of Radio Dragons. However, I have spent, no word of a lie, about 3 hours trying to do the Marathon tracker and sign up form. The sign up form is not a big deal. It was just converting, like, I made it like so much more complicated in my head, because the sign up form was easy, but obviously I wanted to break down like the numbers of the different teams, and I was trying to do the whole formula, like the if-then formula, and I legitimately just needed to do a pivot table, which sometimes I don't think enough, or sometimes I overthink, and that was a situation where I literally spent 45 minutes to an hour trying to do the if-then formulas, which I've not done since school, and yeah, I just needed to do a pivot table. It's now 11:41, and I decided in my absolute wisdom that I would be staying up for the full 48 hours of the peace talks for the Realm-a-thon, because why the freak not, eh? I've got a lot of reading to do, I've got a lot of milk and coffee, so I'm just going to get some things to keep me occupied. I'm going to work on some audiobooks and do some cross-stitching because it keeps my hands occupied as well as my brain. If I just sit there and listen to an audiobook, I will fall asleep. So yeah, and then I'm going to switch to some graphic novels. And I told you before, I've literally got like 5 graphic novels that I want to read this weekend. And then if I have time between that and finishing my other books that I need to finish, then I will get onto some manga. There we go, my love. I will be back with you in a potentially more dishevelled state at some point over this weekend. Time is not really a thing right now. I don't really have I don't need to go to sleep, so I don't really care what time it is. This is me, relatively okay, kind of a bit tired and hungry, but I'm all good. And let's just see over the next 48 hours what happens with this. Are you ready for the ride? Because I think I am not ready, but I've committed now. In my brain I've committed an absolutely stupid act, but tis was is, tis was, it's okay. I'm going to go now and listen to some more Radio Dragons, then try and finish Fool's Fate before moving on to some graphic novels. Peace.
You drank too much. You said I only want you, only want you. When we woke up, you were gone. It was obvious you only came through cause you had nothing to do. When we woke up, you were gone. You said you'd never ever let me go, but you just didn't wanna be alone. Sometimes it's better to be lonely than to fuck up somebody. You just didn't wanna be alone.
So, I'm a failure in life. The 48-hour read-a-thon. So far it is nearly 2 o'clock in the morning on Sunday morning, and the only thing I've started and finished for this read-a-thon is Lore Olympus. So, yeah, things went down yesterday. I fell asleep. I was relaxing and then I fell asleep. Just didn't expect it. Got too comfy, and then I ended up waking up with a headache, and then I needed to get some sleep because I felt like I was being hit in the head by an elephant. So this 48-hour read-a-thon is not going as planned. However, Lore Olympus got 5 stars. I have never read a Hades and Persephone story before, so the actual story is a whole new storyline to me anyway. So I'm curious about the original. I really would like to read the original Hades and Persephone story. It's got 5 stars. I did, however, finish a book that I didn't start during the 48-hour peace talk, so I can't count that one. And that is Fool's Fate. And Jesus Christ on a bicycle. That was a roller coaster of emotions. So many emotions. And I can't really say anything because it's this 9th book in like a 16-book series. It's the 3rd book in the 3rd trilogy of the Realm of the Elderlings, and then this trilogy is called the Tony Man trilogy. I can say that I did like how it introduced more of the characters from Bingtown, which is the characters that we meet in series 2, the live ship traders. It doesn't bring in all the characters that we meet, but it starts mixing the 2 sides of the of this world that we've been introduced to separately. So we were separately introduced to Fitz and Bookkeep and all that in series 1. We were then introduced to like characters like Althea, Brashen, Bingtown, more dragony stuff over this way, and then mostly in book 3 of this series it starts to bring both of these 2 separate sides together. I think Chloe said that this was supposed to be the end of the Realm of the Elderlings. What I will say is that it does feel very final, so I'm now curious as to how she then continues on with the Rainwater Chronicles and the last series, which it slips my mind the name of it, but I'm interested to see where she takes it, but also kind of not, because the ending that we get, it's just very good ending, and I feel like continuing on after that is kind of like dragging it out a bit. I don't know. I'm gonna see where she goes. The Rainwater Chronicles, I can see how that could be expanded upon, and you know, we can learn more about the different characters, because there's so much about the Rainwild that is discussed by other people, but we don't actually get to see much of it in the books. So the next series, I can probably, I can sort of like understand why that is a thing. But it's the fifth series that I'm like the final trilogy that I'm a bit iffy about. So I'm going to make sure that I read all 4 of these before I go to bed. And then what I will be doing is bringing out Fortuna Sworn. I will also be reading Rage of Dragons. I read a couple of days worth of bloody pages for that, to be honest. I'm just trying to look and see where I'm at. I can't remember where I'm at, but I'm still really enjoying it. It's still probably going to be a 4-star for me for Rage of Dragons. I'll let Becca let you know how she's feeling about the series, the book so far. But I'm going to head off because I really want to read a couple of these before I go to bed, actually. Probably won't read all 4. Then again, they are really, really quick. I think the first time I read these, I think I read all 4 in like an hour and a half. Because I got all 4 and then I just binged them. And then I'm going to crank out Fortuna Sworn. I'm confused. I can seem to get the rest of the series on BookBeat, but I can't seem to get Beautiful Nightmares. Yeah, I've just had a look and I can get the first 3. I can only get the other one on Audible. I might have to just pony up and get the Audible, because I really want to read that this weekend. Anyway, I will come back and let you know what I've read and close off the vlog, because it's Sunday and I have a live with Fran and Becca at 12. I need to decide what I want to do with this. I'm probably just going to pony up and get the Audible. Let's be real. I'm probably going to do that. So I will see thee all soon. Hello, friends. I'm coming up. No, I'm coming in to let you know that I am wrapping up the vlog. I do this all the time and I leave things to the last minute. I can 100% confirm that my 2022 goal of being more planned and organised with the vlogs is not happening. Content-wise, getting better. Vlogs, it's 11 o'clock at night. Still got half my vlog to edit and I haven't closed out the vlog, so this just tells you that the mess that I'm in right now, or the mess that my life's in. However, I have reading updates for That's Ears books. I did start and finish this during Peace Talks. Can we get a round of applause for Lisa? Yes, this book is a mammoth. I say that it's not actually that big, but bear in mind the writing is tiny. It is 600 and I am not letting any page go. 613 pages long. 613 pages of goodness, absolute beauteousness, fabulousness, exquisiteness. Can you get any more nesses? I don't know, but this is so good. I have been putting off this series for a number of reasons, because I've been told that she repeats things that she thinks in her head out loud quite a lot, but so far I've not encountered it in this book. Did it need to be 617 pages long? Probably not, but I do feel like there wasn't any part of the book that sort of slowed in pace. I will go into it in more detail in my April wrap up. I still need to film my March books in a beat because I'm behind on that, but I was at Becky for the back end of the month, so you'll forgive me on that one, won't you? Well, yeah, you will. So, that one, done. Done. I haven't read today's Buddy Read pages of Rage of Dragons, but I know Becca is also behind. In fact, I'm lying to you. I have read today's pages. I've read ahead a little bit. I'm on page 447. I'm still thinking this is probably going to sit around the 4 stars. I really enjoyed it, but I feel like there's something missing, which I'm not quite sure what it is. It's written well. I think, for the most part, the characters are okay, but I think that bit, for me, is potentially where this falls down. It's plot driven. It's very plot driven. It's a revenge story, and that's not a spoiler. It's the whole premise of the book is a revenge story. Although we do get to know bits and bats about the characters and the backstory, and we do get to know bits about how they're feeling and things. It's like the characters are there. They're plotting things out, and like the love interest in this, I couldn't give a crap about, to be fair. Whether this love interest progresses or not, I'm not really bothered about that. What I'm bothered about is the war aspect of this, and the revenge, and like, will he get the revenge that he so seeks? Will he turn into a villain? Will he turn round at the last minute and realise that revenge is not the answer and violence is not the answer? I don't know. But that side I'm enjoying, but I'm a very character-driven reader, and the fact that we don't get to sit with the characters all that much. We do follow Tao, but we don't get to just sit with his feelings and things all that much. They're just sort of like, yeah, this is how he feels, let's move on and just do this part of the plot over here. And that's not a bad thing if you're a plot-driven reader. I highly recommend for you. But for me, I need to have the characters grip my feelings so that I feel things. Don't get me wrong, I have teared up in parts of this book, because some of the things that go on in this book, it's not a light and fluffy book, you know, but it hasn't gripped me as deeply, and I haven't like sobbed at bad things that have happened, because you don't get to know much of the character. You don't get that connection with the characters in order to feel things when you lose them. Do you know what I mean? So there's that. This weekend I've also read Laurel and Pierce. I took a long time to get around to this, and I'm kicking myself for waiting so long. I'm glad that I've been able to use it and it counts for something. So all these, apart from Rage of Dragons, because I started this before the peace talks, the 5 graphic novels that I'm going to show you, and the From Blood and Ash is going to count towards my peace talks. I just need to, I've already logged this one, I just need to log the others before the 15th, I think it is. And then I reread all 4 volumes of Heartstopper. They are so heartwarming and sweet. Nick and Charlie are just so sweet, and that was just what I needed when I was feeling a bit overstressed. So there's that. I'm trying to think of what else I read this week. I also read Fool's Fate. I finished that this week, and I think that's it. I do still have a lengthy TBR and a chunky TBR to go, including the other 2 in the initial From Blood and Ash trilogy. I want to get all those reread this month. So yeah. Still got a couple of chunkers to go, one also being Priory of the Orange Tree. Yay for me. For any of you that we were discussing in my live show, if any of you want to see my update on my cross stitch, I'm almost finished. I just need to do the black bit there to finish off the dolphin's belly and the top of that dolphin's head. And I need to add some more blue here and over here somewhere. But yes, there we go. That is my, I started it too far over this way, and there's all this left, but never mind. It is what it is, it's a cute little thing, and that's what I've been doing whilst listening to my audiobook. Books, in plural. This is what I've read this weekend, and I'm proud of myself, despite falling asleep for a little bit of it as well. Anyway, yes, thank you for watching. I will see you all tomorrow when this vlog goes up. And I'll see you next week for a brand new vlog. And I've got so much editing to do. Wish me luck.